Okay, moving on, I'd like to invite our seventh pitcher of the evening to the stage. Please welcome the founder of Aeropod, it's Lou.
This is Aeropod, and we're leading the regeneration of humanity's most important resource. Soil is alive, but decades of intensive farming practices, like using heavy machinery to break up oxygen-starved soil and spreading chemical fertilizers, have left 40% of global soils degraded, expected to reach 90% in our lifetimes. But 95% of global food production still depends on soil. Farming isn't built for the future, and climate change is making things worse. With heavy rains intensifying soil compaction, preventing machinery use, and causing crops to rot, we're heading straight for a global food security crisis. Now, regenerative farming offers a way out, but rebuilding soil can take up to a decade, and most can't afford to wait. We need a bridge, a way to rebuild soil that's climate resilient without sacrificing immediate yields. And that's exactly what we've built. Aeropods are nature-activated capsules designed to respond under heavy rain and soil compaction pressures. They're planted alongside seeds, and when triggered, aerate and enrich soil, breaking through compaction without harming soil. It's quite literally groundbreaking. They improve soil health over time, reducing fertilizer dependency. And the best part, we're a novel platform changing the game by introducing agricultural inputs whenever needed. We're also 60% cheaper than traditional machinery-based methods. With precise aeration proven to increase yields by up to 20%, Aeropod's potential impacts are global and massive, outperforming existing methods on every single level. Now, soil degradation costs the UK £1 billion annually, and we're starting here, where regulatory mandates and strong momentum towards regenerative farming create perfect timing to scale fast, before we move to the US, EU, and Japan. With a significant cost incentive, we're extremely attractive to farmers, so our strategy is to sell the product per hectare through farm and grocery cooperatives in the UK, providing direct access to large-scale agricultural networks. Long-term, we'll license through our patent. We're a team of passionate innovation design engineers with unique lived and domain experiences that make us the right fit for the job. And we're working alongside leading experts, partners, and advisors. We are moving really fast, and WE Innovate has played the biggest part. Now, every single stakeholder on our development pipeline needed to make Aeropod happen is on board. We've also just represented Imperial at Vienna and have just won this year's Ideas to Impact. Next stop, Osaka, where we'll represent Europe as global finalists at Expo 2025. We've partnered with YSF to pilot test and are also in conversations with global leaders, Mitsui Chemicals, to co-develop Aeropod. We need the 15K for our final round of intensive lab testing that sets us up for our first pilot in early 2026 with YSF. Now, even if we change our behaviors today, we'll still have 100 years of climate change effects ahead. So let's future-proof our most important resource with groundbreaking innovation. Thank you.
Lou, well done. We welcome your team members to join you now with a prototype for our judges to see as we move on to judges' questions. And for questions, Ottilie, we start with you.
Checking out my model here. Thank you very much. Really exciting technology. Where are you on the development cycle? You quoted very quickly some impressive sounding statistics. What's the system under which you've currently tested it, and what's your plan for larger scale field evaluations?
Okay, so I'll say we're technically TRL4. We're trying to get ourselves to TRL5. We've already put the prototype in the field and seen how it's able to break up soil. And in terms of our plan, we are partnered already with YSF, so it's a regenerative farm It's a regenerative research farm in Nigeria that are based in the UK. And we've partnered with them because they're excited by the promise of the innovation, so they're offering it to us completely for free. And we're planning to pilot with them by early 2026. So right now, what we're trying to do is complete our final rounds of intensive lab testing before we do that pilot with them, and that's why we need the 15K.
Thank you.
Moving along the line to June.
Yeah, really, really impressive. I guess my question was around commercialization. What are, you've obviously got some incredible letters of intent. Where do you see this going sort of the next year?
Okay, so the incredible thing about Aeropod is that it's a platform technology. So we mentioned aeration, and we're tackling aeration because tilling is so bad for the environment. But it can be for anything, really. So we've spoken to some farmers because of WE Innovate, lots of different types of farmers. And for example, one of them is a fruit farmer, and he's more interested in pH level of his soil and making sure that those are regulated. We spoke to another farmer that's an arable farmer in northern England, and he said that there's a very challenging particular type of weed called black grass that happens in northern England and northern UK. And apparently, the cultural solution is to just try to weed out the weed before they plant, but especially with changing climate cycles, it's really hard to do that. So he asked if we could put the seeds into Aeropod and then have them deployed at a particular time. So you can start to see the amazing ways in which we can scale into almost anything that farmers need, really. So yeah, that's the plan for scaling. And also in terms of scaling, in terms of commercialization, we said that we're going through grocery cooperatives in the UK, and that's because they have incredible sway over the farms in their supply chain, because obviously they have to represent themselves in a certain way around ESG and all of that, and they're very interested in this technology because that would mean that they can reduce their overall carbon footprint by not disrupting soil anymore, and also by reducing diesel, labor, machinery costs as well. So that's
a very quick question, because I know we're out of time. Would an organic farmer consider this an organic solution?
Yes, 100%.
Nice short question and nice short answer. Thank you very much. That gives us the time. Well done to Team Aeropod. In first place from Imperial, it's Aeropod. And huge congratulations to Aeropod, winning £15,000 and a legal support package worth £3,000, generously supported by Mitchell Moores. Congratulations to you.